You're holding my darts. It's like right on us is like 3 strike and you're done. What's up? I am Andorea in here, and today we are playing Vampire, the Masquerade. Coteries of New York. Yeah, sounds about right. Anyway, it's a game, and you guessed it. It's also a light novel. So it's a light novel, vampire choices, multiple choices, a story, light novel. Yeah, you got it. A lot of reading, a lot of level rights, as you may say. We are Brujah, a rebel against power and rage against authority. A seemingly significant man with significant ideas will join their ranks tonight. So, from what I know, it's a story about vampire, and I am a dude or a girl that becomes a vampire. Aristocratic blue bloods embodying wealth and reign control top level corporate. Okay, we'll join the ranks tonight. The Diva 6 thrilling. Trials of art, romance, cruelty, Toreador. Torment artists will join the ranks tonight. Oh my god, the option. I kinda wanna try Ventrue, but I kinda realize, oh, she's already aristocrat blue bloods, so she already, get used to the life of vampire. Let's try Brujah, Let's say yeah, and see where it goes. Eric. Why not call it just Eric? No. As usual, the usual stuff. And let's go and see where the story is gonna lead us. Yo! Yo told me to believe in fate. I'm sorry. I changed the option to big. This is big. How do you? What? It's too big. It's just too big. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was that big. I usually expect like a really small text, but that was too big for my own good. And you asked me about fate back when I was a human, I would have told you just superstitious bullshit. That we are all designer our own destinies. I sure hope this will fulfill our desire of great plots. That belief shatter when the richest woman in the United States, the actual richest one, the real complotist, the vampires, not a face you could have seen in the papers, of course, sank her teeth deep into my neck. What? He happened in every same place you stand in right now. By the way, fate, you decide. I mean, it makes sense. If I was a vampire, I would not want to be on the journal or newspaper. Please, there's absolutely no need to be hostile. Just listen a little longer. What? Everyone is angry at him! What? Let me go inside, blood! See, my mistake was that I flew too close to the sun. It makes sense that my punishment was to never see this glow again. Well, doesn't make any difference what colors I choose. Okay, that was very quick. Is there a way to slow it down? Let's go with standard. I'm good with standard. I was incandescent myself. I was hot shit. I was hot shit, mate. Your money, books, confidence, connection, men, women, a career, and a spark in my eye. The one you need to be born with. And that's when someone far more powerful than me saw my raggeds and thought that one day. Really? That's it? She robbed me of the light erupting from within and gave me a subtle, enduring gleam in its place. She decided that it would fit me much better. She was a 9th generation kindred. Just like you, an apex predator, she probably enjoyed teaching me she peak of human excellency where her place in the food chain. I thought she was vampire. Would she be still considered as a I'm actually very confused about this. Okay, there's a dictionary. You unread. Oh, really? Thank you, Gabe. It's very kind of you to give me a dictionary. especially for me. It's such an eyesore when you look at some loudmouthed braggart and see them all they really are. There's a pleasure to them. A lesson can be unbearable, right? Well, my sire, the lesson was a lesson about fate, a message saying you are eternally doomed without the mercy of your sovereigns. It almost drove me to destroy myself. I really hate the fact that it's going down, so I'm gonna change to small. Like, you know, the scrolling thing, I just hate it. I'm gonna strain my eyes even more now that it is more. What saved me was the ability to reinterpret her teaching. Really? Hers wasn't a message of doom. It was a message of hope. Fate exists, and one can shape, given its right tools. Okay, are we done? My sire didn't believe my tools were fitting for the jobs. She considered them toys, and me just an amusing subject. She's the daddier? I never saw someone using this word. Dadder? Dadder than dad? Dadder? I don't know. Okay, dadder than dad. Now the ornament's still here, standing right where she stood when we first met. You might have wondered how I learned about your arrival to the JFK airport. Are you stalking me again, Steve? My answer is, of course, destiny. But I will have it. It may happen to be today, so my associates were expecting the conference. So I didn't die. Was I supposed to be dead? Driving you here straight from the plane, having you wake up in such an unfamiliar place was a little desperate, and I do apologize for it. What am I? What am I? A dead person? A zombie? Maybe? I'm not even a vampire, just a straightforward zombie. That's lame. But it is so rare for you to visit New York. 3 times in the last 15 years? Was it? And you never eager to inform me you were here? It's my stalker. God dang it. I'm still trying to understand what's the plot. I know it's about a vampire, that's it. I understand you still have that meeting on 51st Street later tonight. You even know I have a meeting, so I provide a comfort of transport. I value our relationship very much, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's creepy stalker vibe. But it's precisely because I value it, and I'm going to ask you to repay the favor you owe me. What favor I owe you? You're just stalking me. I don't owe you shit. You're the only one that I trust to do the job well, and without attracting attention. Murdering already in such early a day of the morning. I assume it's morning, even though it's raining. You might think I'm crazy, are you? Are you not? I'm asking you to breach the rules of our society like this. You might think it's impossible to get away with it, punished. By murdering someone, I mean, when you're a vampire, I mean, you're no different to talk to you. But it's New York. I don't know about other cities, but in this one, fate really exists. If you say so. And right now, I'm willing to smile in your favor. This is how it begins. Why a smudge of darkness? Do you throw me a smudge of darkness? Okay, we're okay. We are into disco. The music is pounding, and your pulse is keeping pace. I should give a voice to the narrator. This is one of those nights that makes you feel alive, even though it started with you feeling dead. I think I was dead. Wasn't I in a coffee or something? First came the messy breakup, then the realization you have nobody to talk about how much you suck. Still you decide to roll with punches. Oh my god. I cannot believe it's like, if I have a friend of mine break up, I'll be a terrible person. You wouldn't confide in me, because I'll probably just joke about it. I'll be Derek. She's a bitch! One Facebook search for local events, later you found out just the thing. You malaise. As shows that we ran and you found yourself at the club just outside Dumbo. Dumbo? Not a fancy one, mind you, more like a slightly refurbished warehouse, but hey, at least drinks are cheap, oh yeah. So cheap. The DJ seems to really know his shit. Too alternating between cutting-edge industrial techno and classic Detroit crowd pleaser. Expertly feeling out every smooth. An hour passes, then 2, then 3, then 4. Usually you feel awkward coming to a place like this alone, but tonight you find something soothing. Enjoying the crowd, blending in, even as you allow the beat to take over. Sweat, yours, others people's, soaks through your shirt and pants in matter of minutes. The thought pops in your head. From the outside, the fully packed club must seem like a stuffy, smelly nightmare, but here in the thick of it becomes exhilarating. Yeah. Funny thing, I always thought about that. Like, I've been some places, but it's just like, I don't know, I felt bored already. It's in places like this, I don't know. You're not even on a pill tonight. Yeah, exactly. Ain't no fun. You have to show get so sure. I'm the kind of person who's like, I cannot be bothered to enter to a club if I didn't have like at least 5 shots beforehand. I just, for the love of my life, get so fucking bored inside. I don't know what people fancy it so much. I'm so freakishly bored when I'm inside. I have to drink in order to, I have to cope with beverage to just enter in it. I strongly don't understand why people find this so fucking fun. Often the music even suck. Often. Almost always. There is this Latina chick whose curves are accentuated by the light rays clinging her body. She keeps bumping into me. Something tells you it only seems incidental. I sure hope so. Yeah, it's a good night. You wish it could last forever, because you know all too well what the next day holds. Waking up, getting dressed for work, the commute of the 9 to 5 grind that will make you just enough money to pay the rent and keep living your overpriced shithole of an apartment. And with Jessica moving out, becoming out for your pocket, you run some quick calculation in your head and immediately come to regret that you did. Never mind, you spot the Latina again. She's now next to another guy, hitting it off. Your chance of not going to bed alone, gone just like that. Fuck. Wow, the confidence I have to hang out with the first girl that I met. Your mood temporarily shut down. You leave the dance floor and stumble on your way to a filthy bathroom. You take a look in the mirror and start to wash your face obsessively. Being said over and over again. Voice from the past echoes in your mind. Is this a horror game? Is this a horror game? Jessica, Jessica? Oh yeah, my ex, sorry. Jessica? Who the fuck is Jessica? Oh yeah, my ex. I never felt like this with anyone. Seriously, I mean it. I feel like all of my relationship up to this point were test runs. A shitty way to compensate for my low esteem. But this feels right. Finally, freedom. Shut up, Jess. What do you mean, what? What? Why so horrific? Although all the memories of exes are like this, it was the craziest fucking day of my life. God, I need a smoke. Pass me a light. What do you mean? Cops took the lighter? They are in your mouth. There is one in your mouth. What? Shut the hell up. This is not you. Not anymore. Was I taking drugs? Was I a drug addict? Oh, fuck off. It's so like you, acting like it's some sort of a Clint Eastwood wannabe when I really need you to open up. My mouth? You think you're impressing people with this tough guy act? I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Fuck you. I know how broken you really are. You need therapy. No, I couldn't afford it if I wanted to. Yeah, now that sounds like Jessica of today. You raise your head and look in the mirror. You try to smile, but you can muster a self-pitying grin. And there she is, the Latina from before. Why she's into... Wait, why she's the bathroom? I mean, there's no male and female bathroom, it's like all unison bathroom. She say you look like you need a drink. You hesitate for a second or two, then blurt out a surprisingly enthusiastic, yeah. Yeah! Yeah, I would love to. You start to talk, it quickly becomes evident that she's into politics. I'm gonna take a rain check for that shit. And you are eager to please. Too eager, maybe. You might be a corporate drone, but you spend a lot of evenings reading theory. Actual theory, not busterized Twitter clip notes and organized for all manners of courses online. Actual theory, I'm quite confident this whole light novel is a conglomerate of Twitter clip notes. Yeah, I'm bastardizing this. Oh. The status quo sucks. There must be something better, she agrees. Ah, well. You seem to subscribe to the same progressive political theories, and you seem to have to subscribe in this channel because I say so. Yeah, subscribe, goddammit. Have compatible ideas about the DSA missteps, even watch the same YouTube channel. YouTube channels, your goals are aligned. Are your goals aligned? Huh? Are your goals aligned? To subscribe to these YouTube channels like these two ladies and gentlemen to have subscribed to me. She's a bit more radical than you have guessed. Radical? Radical? Are you radical? Are you radical enough to subscribe just for the sake of subscribing? You attend a few rallies, been to a few protests, but this girl sounds like she broke her share of face and kicked more than a couple of cops in the nuts over the course of her activist career. Sometimes I wonder, have you ever considered you're doing more damage than solving problem? It's like screaming at the problem, it doesn't really solve it, right? Her zeal is infection, she taps into the pent-up anger that you didn't know you had. The noisy club stops working for you both, so you hit the streets. Just you're leaving, the DJ start playing all the things she said by TATU. Okay, of course. You chuckle to yourself, trying not to slip into the bad headspace. She chuckles along with you. Oh? Well, we got it? It's chilly outside! But soon enough you find yourself too invested at least listening to the girl voice to care about anything else. By the way, I love the little background animation. No, most of people get lazy with this stuff. So, on a big applause for the developers. You realize you've been holding hands for a while. The subway car is empty, save for a stoic middle-aged couple and drunk, staring into his own feet. Plenty of room to stretch out, and yet she sits right next to you. Is that Keanu Reeves? You can feel her thigh pressing to yours, her breath on the side of your neck. Maybe it's the booze talking, or you distinctly hear your voice asking if she'd like to crash at your place. I've got that better idea, she said. I have a strong feeling, very strong feeling. We're gonna get Blade, the Blade ending. Sorry, the beginning of Blade kind of situation. let me be more specific of the situation. At this point, you are down for anything as long as it lets you spend just a few more minutes with her. Sure hope it's worth it, Steve. She takes you to a sleazy motel in the Bronx, trading a few words with a balding, tired-looking guy. At the front desk, he hands her key. Still holding your hand, the woman leads up you up the stairs. Sounds like we have some, gonna have some chimichangas with the ladies. The room you end up is almost commonly stereotypically complete with flanky paint and sticky floor. No that it matters though, the moment you step through the door, she's onto you. That was easy. You try to take the lead, but she's having none of it! Before you know it, you feel the rickety bat pressing against your back. It's sloppy, fun, fierce, and not once does she lose the initiative. Are we gonna die? Your hands reach under her t-shirt. Strange, it didn't look like she was cold outside, but now her skin feels eerily cold. As if sensing your confusion, she slaps your hands off to her hair. She kisses your neck. You are overwhelmed by sensation. She's a vampire. Darkness! What happened? Darkness! The taste of liquid fire smoke on your tongue. What? Her voice saying, sorry kid, I did what I had to do to leave this city in one piece. But don't worry, with my blood and your principles, you're gonna do it just fine. What? What did you fed me? What? She slammed the motel room door behind her as she leaves. What happened? You lie helpless on the soiled, pungent mattress for some time, minutes, hours, before you can focus enough to try to piece together your evening. It hits you, the big hunger. It grips you by the throat and makes you inside shrivel in terror, soul-encompassing emptiness throws you on all foes. You crawl for a while, screaming to the floor, put into sundering pain, then jump to your feet and bust out the door. You black out. This isn't the room you saw when you last closed your eyes. Am I outside? I am at the lobby. Somebody curses at you, a small naked buff dude holding a short leather whip. What? What? That dude? A small naked buff dude holding a short leather. Okay. Wow, that's a goofy wow, that's a goofy motherfucker! Where the fuck am I? Am I in BDSM place? He throws a punch. He yells out several slurs. He hits you in the jaw. You black out again. Ugh. The guy isn't moving anymore. There's a blood on his neck. There's a blood on his arms. There's blood on the floor. I think I'd become a vampire. There's a blood everywhere. Whoever did this one is a sick puppy. You realize you're sitting on top of his corpse. You hear a whimper. Someone else in there. A woman. Okay. Her arms are tied in the bed frame. An eye mask over her face. Red marks on her back. This time you see it happen. You want to stop, but can't. She also managed to get a scream out, but it dies in her throat as you bite the other side of her neck. You drink. Yes, ASMR. Blood, you're drinking blood. Yes, yeah, I could have noticed it. You could swear you feel her life force escaping her body, entering yours. Juicy blood. Suddenly terrified, you turn away from her. She's not moving, but she's breathing. There's barely a mark on her neck. Then the guy on the floor, though. What the fudge? Jesus Christ, that zoom! You double over in spasms, realizing what you did. You feel like throwing up, but can only gag. Panic sets in another realization dawns on you. Your heart is not beating, but you put 2 fingers on your wrist, but feel no pulse. Same thing on the neck. Nothing. Okay, there's no breath coming out of your mouth. Rebel yell! So, okay, there is no breath coming out of your mouth. You have to get out. Get someone to call an ambulance. For yourself at least. Probably too late for the dude on the floor. You really killed him. Stranger? Okay. We get, Jesus? Jesus? What a mess. Yes, my first time, you know. You look up, the door of the room is ajar, a tall, handsome, broad-shouldered man fills the entire frame. He brushes an imaginary speck of dirt on his perfectly tailored suit. Call 911! Out of the way! This is not what he looks like! We're not sexing! Hey man, this is not what he looks like! Oh, it's me! That's good to hear, because from where I'm standing it looks like you are in the world of trouble. God dang it! He surveys the room, not moving an inch from where he is standing. He shakes his head in mock concern. Murder, assault, that's like 25 to life if you're lucky, but since you're not, it's a death sentence. He takes a glance on his expensive-looking watch. Lucky for you, it's been a slow night, otherwise I might not have gotten here in time. Come on, the sun's come up in a few hours. You don't want to be around here when it does. Fuck you, I'm not going anywhere. The sun? The sun? What's the matter when the sun comes up? Also, you don't even know. You should be glad I got here before you made yourself scarce. The man approaches you and starts talking. His tone remains unnaturally calm. Oddly enough, you find them both soothing and slightly unnerving. Now listen to me. I know this is all new to you, but I dealt with 100 strays like you, and going by experience, they tend to fall into two categories. Dead or not dead, let me guess. First, there are the smart ones who carefully obey my every words and don't try to pull off any stupid. I always get them where they need to be, safe and sound. I will probably follow you, if you know what I mean. And then there are the dumb ones, they die. The pants who thought they could take me on, the wise guy who tried to contact somebody secretly without permission, the troublemakers who try to run off or make a scene. Okay, guys, okay. If you have in that situation, what do you do? I'll probably follow this guy, this motherfucker. I was like, I'm totally fucked. There's no way I'm fucking. I'm going to do anything, I'm fucked. I'm also a vampire now, so I don't know. Now that I got their destination in one piece, in fact, most of them never reached their destination at all. So some people survived. His voice becomes slightly bored and monotone. You can tell he's given this speech before, likely dozens of times. See, I'm an expert, eh? So you see, while generally consider myself pretty smart, I'm also a Mets fan. Okay, some people will is my true weakness, really? Be a Mets fan? I don't even know what it is. Is a baseball team? American football team? What the heck is that? One that inspired me to come up with a 3-strike system when dealing with pups like you. Okay, it's a baseball team. If you get on my nerves once or twice, well, I understand. Not all of us perform well in stressful situations. But cross me 3 times and you're out. No excuses, no forgiveness, no mercy. Okay, I'll gladly accept that. As he's talking, his story approaches you, adding a bit of a theatrical swagger on his walk. Eventually, he leans on the rebel, invading your personal space. What? What? Invade my personal space? What do you mean? Between my cockroaches? You realize as Tess, he's daring you to do something about it. 3 strikes and you're out. Oh, you're holding my darts? It's like, right on the last is like 3 strike and you're done. Say understand, sir, now. You've never been so eager to bend the knee to anyone, but this is something else. The man is very presence instills a primal fear in your heart. Fuck you, sir. What are you talking about? I understand, sir. I'm a little bitch. Glad we have an understanding. I'm not gonna say no. He clearly had the upper hand. I mean, he's holding my balls. Moving on, is there anyone you want to inform of your current situation? Tell them you're alright. Okay, he flashes his fan briefly and for some reason decides as a chill down your spine, or what it remains. There is something very wrong about him. What, really? Really? You now notice there's something wrong with him. Oh, yeah. Someone closest to you? Like to out you as my ex-girlfriend. She kinda hates my guts, but yeah, I suppose it will be her. The stranger gives you a puzzled look and decides to prod further. The closest person in your life hates your guts. Yes, I am a hateful person. This time something resembling a look of pity turns his eyes to the corpse on the floor. When it rains, it pours, I suppose. But if you like to ruin her day, let her know you are really alright. Give me her phone number, have someone take care of it. Discreetly, of course. You hand him your smartphone, so he can copy the number from your list of contacts. Thank you, this will be useful in illustrating my next point. Instead of giving you back your phone, the man hides it in his pocket. What? Perhaps a tag of Clash of Clans! From this point on! You are subject to different laws than the ones you grew up under. Be watched by many eyes to ensure the laws are respected. I guess we're gonna follow some rules, although I'm a little bit confused why. You're forbidden from letting anyone you are still alive, so I'm dead. You're forbidden from showing your face anywhere they know you, so I'm fired. If anyone comes looking for you, it's over for both you and them. Why only not them? In the opposite, his monotone recitation stares deep into your eyes. So unless you want your girlfriend to end up at the bottom of the Hudson, I suggest you to Camarilla. He probably displays his fans again. You put Jax in danger, goddammit. I can only hope that you care for her enough not to do anything selfish. His words are meant to imply otherwise, but by now, it's obvious he hates your guts as much as you hate his. He's itching for a fight, you're almost willing to oblige. What? I don't hate him. What? What you talking about? We're gonna be best friends. Alright, I think that's enough lecture for today. I'm gonna beat a schedule here, but now I don't need to hurt you, but I can do so and think about it. Why you keep threatening me? I'm following all your directions. Don't need to be sassy, okay? Just that we're clear, have the authority to land you right here, right now. It's not an idle threat, so are you going to play along? But we have to do it the hard way. The hard way. Punch the stranger, follow the stranger out. Call for help, follow the stranger out. That's not even better at this point. I feel like all the other options like death, you have to restart every time. You weigh your chances, but it doesn't look promising. The guy's feet determined and looks like he means business. You, on the other hand, are confused, exhausted, and on the verge of a panic attack. Yep. I'm fine, I'll go with you. He almost looked disappointed. God dang it. Wise decision, follow me, please, and close the door behind you. You take one final look at the woman who just coming off at the bottom of the ground. This is fucked, absolutely fucked. You pull the handle and close the door. The man leads you downstairs. You contemplate signaling the bald guy at the front desk, but he's too busy watching some 90s action flick on the small Asian looking TV. Seem totally oblivious to your presence. You hear a dejected Jean-Claude Van Damme say, I just wanna go home, as you're walking by. Your will-be kidnapper stop at the door addressing you before opening. Are you sure he's a kidnapper at this point? You're just following his orders. I know that you're thinking, as soon as he's opening the door and making a run for it, maybe I can round him, say, I'll save you the trouble, you can't. Jesus Christ! You give me every 2 seconds you give me an option, it's like, fuck with me! It's like, what? Why? Do you want me to fuck with you? This is like the 5th time almost. Like, punch the guy, say to go fuck yourself. You really want those strikes? You just told me I'm gonna fucking end you if you do that. Go and try it. This is literally what he's doing. I was like, what are you giving me ideas? I was just gonna follow you, Jesus. You can either get inside my car and get you where you need to be, or you can try something stupid that you'll regret later. Do I make myself clear? Why don't you turn me in? No promises. Okay, I'm gonna say it. No promises. Let's call that 1/2 a strike. The bullshit. 1/2 a strike. Really 1/2? He was so pissed by that. He opens the door and just saw a black Cadillac Escalade parked right outside the building. 1/2. He was so angry by that. It's like, not even like a 1, just 1/2. After you, make a run for it, go inside the car. Following the staging structure, you make your way to the car and gets in the backseat. Door locks behind you. The reason why I'm not running is because there's nowhere to run. He has my phone. Inside the car is almost entirely dark. The side windows seem light-proof. The main guy is in the driver's seat, starts the engine and drives away without another word. Are we going to the hospital? Did I die? Who are you? Did I die? Who are you? Who the hell are you anyway? I'm the ferryman, here to take you to the other side. He weighs his next words carefully. You'll have to forgive me. I'm not in the mood to wax poetic about the state you are in or rolling tonight events. Just remember, if you want to survive to the next 24 hours, you have to play along. Okay. More than willing. You cannot do this! This is one shit. This is some shitty bullshit. Get a nightmare. So shitty bullshit. Man, this is bullshit. What does everything have to be a fucking riddle? I'm guessing I'm still don't know and become a vampire. But riddle me this. Who's gonna get their teeth smashed into their brain if it doesn't shut up? You? Understand it is for your own good, times being what they are, and you should consider yourself lucky. Your drive is in silence for about 20 more minutes. As exhaustion catches up with you, the straight lines fade into a blare. Eventually the car stops and the doors opens. You emerge from your dreamlike states to find yourself in some kind of underground parking garage. You two are the only ones in here. The main point is to a nearby door, then go on. Make yourself comfortable. If you get hungry again, take a look at the fridge. I'll pick you up tomorrow and you'll get your answer. Okay, thank you. Behind the door is a small room. No windows, just a simple bed, a single light bulb hanging from the ceiling. A small fridge and humming away in the corner, accompanied by a rattling AC fan in the wall. Oh, nice. It's better than my home! I guess I have to trust you. I'm not going here. This is fucked up. Guess I got no choice but to trust you. It took you this long to figure it out? Not really, I trust you for the moment I saw you. Remember when I say you were lucky? I mean it. See, my job is to get rid of problems, but I'm not always this polite about it. This time I was specifically told to mind my manners. Am I special? I am that special? So believe me when I tell you, considering how this night could have turned out, being stuck in here for a night is a really good deal. Now get in, or I'll throw you in. Walk inside the room. Try to escape, walk inside the room. Oh shit, it looks much worse now. About how it was described, it looked like, oh, it looks fine. That was like, oh my god, it looks so much worse. You step inside, the stranger nods. Good night, good night. He closes the door behind you. He looks sturdy, but as he's locking it, you notice claw marks all over. Looks like some previous guests were satisfied their stay. Claw marks? Where? You decide not to dwell on it and check the fridge. It's a single plastic bag there filled with red liquid. No label. Tomato soup? Totally. With extra iron in it. Like a glimpse of iron in it. Just a glimpse. You feel a stick on your stomach, best to leave it for now. You lie down to bed, a simple mattress on a metal frame. You cannot help but think it looks exactly like the one back at the hotel with the bound woman. Damn it. Yeah. Alright, you killed a man tonight. Oh, did you? Maybe none of this is real. Maybe it's only an elaborate prank. The girl at the club just might have put her up to it. The cold guy clearly in on it too. Now he's back with them and they are laughing their asses off. What? Really? This is a little bit fucked up for a practical joke if you think about it, especially from someone X. But, you know, you never know. I don't know how this thing go, but you can definitely swing it.
You don't know what to think anymore. Your mind races when you're tired, chemically. Finally.
Okay, I'm taking off the bed. And I sleep. You wake up. It's tomorrow. That itself is a surprise. You barely remember when you drifted off. You don't feel quite like asleep, more like plummeting into an endless void. You imagine that's how that feels like. Yeah. Didn't they actually explain that since vampires are soulless, they don't dream or something? The room isn't changed, the lamp is still on, the AC is still rattling, the refrigerator is still humming. You take a look at your watch, it's almost 9 PM. 9 PM? You slept for 70 hours straight. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Maybe you die, your breathing is gone, and you feel no thump in your chest. Does that qualify as dead if you're still conscious? You're not sure about that, but you're certain about one thing. You're hungry. Is not your stomach rumbling though? There's a need that starts somewhere in your abdomen and spread in your chest, throat, and back in your head. In your head, in your head. Bloody. Yeah, bloody. You open the fridge, the bag is still there. You take a closer look at it. If it's soup, then its color and texture are off. You pull the Coke out, take a whiff. You recognize the smell immediately. It's cookie dough! Holy shit! There's no mistaking it. It's a bag of blood. The smell is faint and you remember some situation in the past where you found it nauseating, but now it's almost not almost. It's enticing. Put the bag back, drink the blood. Put the bag back, drink the blood. Feels wrong, but right now, I mean it's there as well. I don't think they can unvampirize me. And I'm thirsty. It feels wrong, but right now there's barely anything in your life that doesn't. To hell with it, you pour a bit of the liquid into your mouth. It tastes bland, reminds you of cheap supermarket juice. Just enough flavor to register what it claims to be on the box, but nothing like the real thing. What? Maybe it's animal blood. Nothing like what you had last time. Oh, animal blood then. You swallow it, somehow you don't feel sick. In a weird messed up way, you cannot help it but think you feel nourishing. You take a few more sips and then just another one, suck on the bag a little more. Eventually you find that you empty it entirely. All you look at it if at the info pressed into the side of the bag. 450 ml of it. Even with its blandness, you still feel like having more. You realize your body longs of the intoxicating high you felt when an image of that corpse crosses your mind, causing you to wince. What have you become? You try to piece your thoughts together, make sense of it all, when you hear the lock click. You see the door open, standing there is a well-dressed stranger you met yesterday. Immaculate suit again, that predatory look like a hawk on a hunt, but somehow more relaxed tonight. So like a tame hawk, maybe. But still a hawk, nonetheless. Good evening, is that well? Ah, at worst. You noticed this discarded empty bag. So you had a bit of a snack. Was that really blood? This is fucked up. There's only a... Like, this is fucked up, man. Yeah, you got any more? No, I don't expect sunsets to be that easy to find the next time. I believe so. I believe you. Come on, we got a place to be. Are we gonna hunt someone? The car is coming to an empty parking lot just outside the door of the cramped room you have spent the day in. The man motioned to it politely, but with a stern look on his face. Rush the strange. Inside the car. Hijack the car. Just see you here, man. Are we gonna kill someone? I'm touched, sincerely. Very sincerely. We take the back seat again. The door's locked. The stranger takes the wheel and starts the car. You drive inside for a while. From time to time, you keep trying to catch a glimpse of familiar stress or landmarks through the blackened windows. We saw a little news. The car is also soundproof, so all you can hear is a bit of traffic humming, the car's engine. The driver doesn't say anything, it's in focus on the road. You check the door handle, yeah, the door is locked alright. The piece of dark glass separating you at the front of the car looks sturdy too, there's nothing left to but wait. You didn't have time to think about it before, but you realize now that you are hungry? Not exactly, it's not a rumbly stomach that grabs your attention. It's a need that starts somewhere in your abdomen, expand your chest. What? Did you just repeat the fucking line? You try to extract some information about the man behind the wheel, but you realize you prefer to pass through the afterglow of your last meal. You wouldn't have expected, but you spent the rest of the trip lost in your thoughts. A lot of them concern blood. It takes you another 20 or so minutes to get to your destination. As the door opens, you try to get your bearings. But still in your walk, much is certain. Queens, maybe. The rich part of New York, which I don't really know where it is. After me, no sudden movement, please. Please? You approach a nice looking building at the house of two-story gallery called the Art Hall? Really? Just went, it was like, let's call it the Art Hall. Okay, two large men in suits flank the door on both sides and they give your companion a nod as you approach. Surrounded by the staging guiding you, you walk inside. I don't see holes. Where are the holes? The gallery is full, which is unusual at this hour, you say at least. About 2,000 faces fill the showroom. A number of waiters navigate the gallery serving drinks. All of them are beneath the guests' attention. The visitors are well dressed for the most part, but it's unclear what they have gathered here for. Nobody seems to be particularly interested in the art pieces on the walls, and the atmosphere is polite, and naturally so. I feel like everyone can kill everyone in the room. When the guys turn to look at you and the stranger who brought you here, their glances are varied. You seem open contempt on the few faces and animated interest on the others. Most of the eyes in the room calmly observe you, as if wishing to appraise your word. What? I'm gonna get sold? Last time you feel like this was at your previous job interview. I guess it is a job interview. It was like being a piece of livestock, inspected from all sides. For any imperfection, for your wage could be haggled down. It was dehumanizing and made you feel dirty. Dirty. When they called for the next day, you offer you the job. You decline, even when you are nobody. You become even less if you trade away your dignity for a paycheck. The memory makes you feel warm inside even now, although the state of your bank account never did. Ouchie. The human. The human? Good evening, Kadir. You childy? Childy, is how you gonna call me? Childy? The noble, cold voice takes you out of your head and back to the situation at hand. The gallery, a crowd of strangers being brought here against your will. For what purpose? Everyone waits your response. Excuse me, what? Not a childy! Good evening, miss? I mean, I'm still a gentleman. I'm not gonna spit on someone that just met. I don't know how powerful it can be. You're addressing the Prince of New York City, Helen Penhard, Childy of Michael? Childy? Am I a Childy? Michael? Who is Michael? Thank you, Mr. Sheriff, but I'm capable of introducing myself. Prince? You are a man? What? She's a... I don't know what the fuck is going on. When someone calls me Prince, I think about, you know, Prince, not princess. You know, Prince, god damn it. You know, bloody English language. She's somehow plain looking and doesn't seem to possess a great deal of charm. But still, the entire room is intently focused on her voice. She has influence over these people, as much clear. I mean, the fucking girl is called Prince. Panhard. Panhard, okay. I mean, others me as Prince. Childy, I realize your introduction into life was abruptly understands your sire. I understand your sire left shortly after. Your sire? Okay, I'm guessing Michael? The Latina girl? Sorry, when someone is calling Childy, oh my god, it reminds me of Remele. Childy, Remele! The rules of our society dictate I punish you both for this transgression. Okay. A moral agreement maybe can be heard from the counter audience. Can someone explain me what's going on? I'm willing to listen on what your lawyer sheriff has to say about the circumstances of your embrace first. I don't understand. Wait, I'm confused. What are you saying? I think it should all become clear momentarily. You were pushed headfirst toward you have not realized existence of, but before you can partake in it, there is need to be a trial. Oh really? You're about to be judged by the Court of New York City. Kadir, please tell how you found this fledgling and what happened to you. Wait, here? Court princess? Prince? Some kind of secret society make-believe? A trusted informant who has been chosen from an anonymous. At this time tipped me off about suspicious kindred appearing in one of our domains. Upon investigating I found them gone, but his fledgling remained in their place. The hunger made him savage. A prostitute and his client in a Bronx brothel belonging to one of the ministry have already spoken to Sanka Sarik about this. Make sure it will blow over. Regarding the fledgling himself, surprisingly enough, he offered a little resistance last night and covered little resistance and covered our way to safe house. I was pleased to not have to force his compliance. We had a quick chat about wishing to appear here post haste. I urged him to join me, which he did without struggle. Again, a pleasant departure from my usual routine. What happened usually? Oh Jesus, Kadir. What happened? What usually happened? His thirst partially slacking to the bag of blood he kept in safe house. We had a pleasant enough drive here. The story ends with us arriving at Elysium tonight. All eyes are on you again. You take a special interest in one of the faces. A beautiful woman with curly, almost blonde hair and dressed to match. His hair whispering to some respectable man with an absent-minded look on his face. Who is she, you wonder? Thank you, Kadir. Take note of his flattering behavior. We'll take it into consideration later. I'm a good dog! I'm a vampire, but a better dog. She turns her attention to you. First, there is a matter of you, sire. The person who brought you where Kadir picked you up from last night. Who were they? Sire? A feisty woman? Sire? Let me ask you first, why do you keep using the word sire? What does it mean? Under regular circumstances, there will be your patron and the one responsible for your introduction to our society. Things being what they are, however, I would very much like to know who they are. Indulge me. I don't really know. You find it impossible to decline her final request. Something in her voice makes you want to please her, and you hear yourself speak. A Latina woman, very radical unless she completely lied to me. She was a special, extraordinary. She had fire, conviction, temper. She seduced me easily, in fact. Easily, in fact. What a sucker. Made me think she wanted me. I fell for it, and now I'm here. You stop yourself from saying more. They realize there's really not much more to talk about. A nagging thought enters your mind. How did this prince persuade you with such ease? She controlled your mind! Well, Kadir, does that sound familiar? No, it does not, or at least not familiar enough. We'll continue to search after we're done here. Can I go now? What happened now? Okay, the reception... Yeah, actually, make your work easier, Kadir! That chick, she rented out a room at the motel. Talk to the reception, he might know something about her. Unlikely, but regardless, thank you for the observation. I will investigate this later. Now, should I do it with the fledgling, my prince? Kill him. What is your recommendation, my sheriff? The tradition clear, thou shalt only sire another with the permission of thine elder. If thou createst another without thine elder's leave, both thou and thy progeny shall be slain. So nobody knows that? So I'm dead? Wow, damn it. I'm ready to fulfill my duty. Stay your hand just a moment longer, Kadir. I wish to consult my counsel on this. Make sure everyone is in agreement. Of course. He seems strangely relieved. Really? The prince leaves the main showroom and a handful of people follow her out. You're about to ask this Kadir what all that talk of tradition constant was, and the red-haired woman approaches the two of you. Sophie? Sophie! Sophie? Sheriff, I was wondering if we could have a word with the fledgling. What for? She lowered her voice in response. Come on now, Kadir, we all know what the verdict is going to be. Let me speak to them. You might not have to stain your hands tonight after all. Oh, so I'm super dead. God dang it! Her words grabbed his attention. His face is hard to read. It's like several emotions struggling for domination. Anger, sadness, hope, gratitude, resolve. I'll go get my sword. What? I'll go get my sword. I was like, really, Kadir? I think we had a moment, Kadir. You step out of the room the way you came and you are left in the showroom with a woman in a red dress. She takes you aside and her eyes remaining as full of you. Yeah. Well then, fledgling, you're quite a pickle. Yes, I am quite pickly pickle. What do you mean? What was that about the sword? What is this circus? What about that sword? Are you really gonna stab me with a sword? Wait, did you hear it right? What did he say about the sword? Your hearing isn't faulty. We only have a short while before the prince hears. Her counsel out the Kadir returns here with his blade. So listen, please. Last time you became a vampire. Okay. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh yes, I'm well aware of how ridiculous that sounds. It's the reason why we have these nicer words for it, kindred. Being embraced, having sired, the fact remains, you know. You're still a fucking vampire. It's just nicer. With just the courtesy. The beings called vampires, look at them. They're us. Yes, they're you and us. You glance around. Some of the guests are still occasionally looking at you, commenting on your hushed tones. Many of their partners are pale, really pale, extra pale. Most hold glasses of wine, which clearly are not wine, but human juice. No, not wine is not the right thickness. They're not thick enough. Not the right color either. You're trying to come up with something sensible to say, but you're drawing blank. Really? Blank? Am I that dum-dum? I'm a dum-dum? Makes a morbidly kind of sense. You drank blood last night. You're not really denying it. And your breathing has not returned. Your heart remains still. A vampire? Ah, well. The voice in your head stopped battling for supremacy. There's some people, yes! And the other one, no! Immortality! And the other one was like, Vitamin D! I don't know. One of them slowly begins to put everything that happened since yesterday together, coming to a conclusion that no matter how insane might seem, nothing but what she's saying makes sense. And the voice just keeps saying, what the fuck? What the fuck? Or repeat. Your surprise is often how it plays out by design. Kadir is deliberately keeping you in the dark at all. If we do nothing, you'll be cut down and show us the false night. Oh, okay. But I'm here to offer you a chance. A way out under one condition. Be my slave! Be my juicy servant! Do you juju on the beats? I still take you under my wing. If you're lucky, the prince will be in a good mood tonight. Your deference to Kadir will work in your favor. She might agree to this, but only if you swear fealty to me, of course. I'm not making this offer lightly as your patron. I will take responsibility for you. You actually reflect on me. If they reflect negatively, yeah, well, I will make sure you face the consequence. What happens if I agree? What happens if I refuse? You make me your servant? What if I refuse? What happens if I refuse? I believe I know that the prince will ordain, and I'm certain Kadir will do his duty. You, my poor fledgling, will die for good time this time. This time! In me, there's a chance you will not. I can be your guide in this new reality. A stab and harsh voice can be heard from the side of the room. It seems the priest and her council are returning to the showroom. Camarilla peeks to downstairs as well and starts walking towards you. When you hear the verdict as to be spared, I will intervene. Remember my condition. No, please, no!
I juju on the beat on the juju! I juju on the beat!
She flashes her half melting smiles towards Kadir, who does not smile back. The shabby miraculous suit is not complemented by a curved, oriented-looking metal scarlet fastened with a colorful sash around his waist. He reminds me of a guy, but I'm not gonna say where. A scabbard, really? You have to go with a scab. Okay, whatever. He dumped me, actually. We didn't even broke up, he dumped me. It would look vaguely ridiculous, it wasn't surprisingly intimidating. First and foremost, Kadir takes his place next to you and will serve as the prince takes center stage again. Loyal kindred of the New York City, Camarilla gathered here tonight. I have made my decision regarding this fledgling. Death! She briefly addresses you. I want you to know that it was not an easy decision to make. For your part, you have not done anything to earn our ire, and feel a genuine sorrow for what must be done. We are all keenly aware that these nights we need to close our ranks and trust the wisdom of our elders and their tradition more than ever before. There is no place for tolerating dissent when our very existence is under constant threat. Although I acknowledge some of my constant divergent opinion on this, she takes a look specifically at one of the people who left the room before. A rather plainly dressed, a shy-looking man whose skin has somehow a healthier tone. He bows his head in deference. Okay. I hold the final authority over this fledgling flat. I declare that while their embrace might be desired responsibility, and their absence is their progeny that must be punished. The sentence is final. Death. To be resolved presently, Kadir. He hears a scrapping sound and see the sheriff has unsheathed his curvy sword. It's a beautiful detailed blade which you spend must be worth as more fortune. Its apparent sharpness make you freeze up. 2 hours bottom of the night. His quiet mumble is audible to nobody but you. As his eyes meet yours, you know that just the hint of sadness is his countenance, one that quickly managed to give way to grim determination. And he's out to bat. Okay. You will now get another chance to speak up. Oh well. Okay. As for Mercy, escape the guard remains silent. Mercy! You make your choice. I'm not going down like this. Damn it! Damn it! Spare me! Prince, if I may ask you to stay the sheriff hand for a while longer. Kadir looks at Prince. When her response, the sword is still hanging above you, threatening to fall at a moment's notice. Is there something you'd like to say, Miss Langley? Yes, if I may. At first, the prince looks somehow annoyed at the distraction, but she stays quiet for a while, measuring the mood in the room. The bored elites suddenly look at you with aroused interest. Some of them dismay as not seeing the bloodshed, but all intrigued by the unexpected twist. The prince nods. Really? Bloodshed? I thought the moment I die, I become dust. Well, let's hear it. Sophie takes a few steps forward, all eyes on her now, but Kadir heavy hands on your shoulder makes you want me to take advantage of the distraction. It's like, I have super that. My prince will the tradition clear. I believe that the proper context should be observed in addition to the letter of our laws. This fledgling is a burden, but with proper guidance, it could become an asset to our domain. I am to understand you are volunteering to take this less childy under your protection. Yes, I happen to think they might behold a potential that will be unfortunate to waste and to expect their full cooperation, of course. Whisper can be heard again, as incredulous voices or two. A hush just behind the fucker! Some suppressed exclamation of surprise. Silence. I ask all of you to make the note of this moment. Might be persuaded to bend one tradition to this childy favor, but another will have to be enforced even more firmly in its stead. Until thy progeny shall be released, thou shalt command. them in all things, their seeds are tied to endure. What is so biblical? Are you certain that the responsibility you wish to show them, Miss Langley? I'm willing to guide this fledgling and available ally to our sect in time of needs, yes, but I would like to receive the right distraction over them, if it pleases you. If it pleases you, remain silent, give a chance to prove yours myself, Prince. Distraction, oh hell no! Right of distraction over there, what is supposed to mean? It's gonna change your high, it feels surreal to listen to strangers discussing your death. Our second death, apparently, and keep silent. You decide it's for the best to let Sophie handle this alone and not interject. You have no idea how to handle this eyes wide shut crowd. Prince looks at you as if I'm weighing your word. She takes another good measure of the room before she speaks again. I shall grant what you ask, let it be known, Sophie Langley, of the clan of the Rose, who will become this fledgling patron. They shall be considered like a siren childie. Miss Langley will take full responsibility for them, and I grant her the right of distraction if she sees fit to use it. Let me my intention to be clear, however, if I am to turn a blind eye to one of our most important traditions. On this occasion, I accept it to be beneficial to the Camarilla, substantially so. Hope you find this verdict satisfactory, Miss Langley. Of course, Prince, thank you. Very well. She turns to you. What is your name, childie? Andorea, Prince, should I use a nickname? Oh no, you're asking my name. Oh, now you're asking my name! Andorea, Prince, she nods. Welcome to the Camarilla, Andorea. Dictionary updated? Mere sect of vampire devoted primarily to maintain the Masquerade to influence and manipulation of modern society. Thank you, Dictionary. Now this evening proved to be even more eventful than anticipated, but with the fledgling fate decided, I believe your meeting here can conclude. Thank you all appearing to such short notice. Give my regards to those who couldn't make it. Can you hear a moment of your time before I let you return to your duties? Of course, Prince. He shoots you a side glance that doesn't leave much space for interpretation. You will be watched. You will be judged, and if the needed to be, will be punished. The two of them leave the gallery. Well, Andorea, I think we both already managed to significantly improve each other's evenings. But let's keep the ball rolling, shall we? I think we should have a toast and new fruitful partnership. I'm glad to take anything, to be honest. She raises her hand at one of the well-dressed concierge, who have now reappeared in the showroom to refill the gas glasses. The conventionally handsome man approaches with a carafe of red liquid. He pours into 2 tall glasses. His blood again, that much is clear. You're in 2 minds about drinking it, but the memory of last night's hunger makes you winch. You take a tentative sip. You expect the same blend as you tasted a few hours ago, but this one can actually savor. It's smoky and warm, making you think a cozy cabin in the woods. Wait, you gave me a lumberjack blood? I was like, what? That strike you a stranger image for your mind to jump to when drinking human blood, but it is what it is. You never tasted anything like it. Do you like it? I think New York NYC caterers have a very bourgeois idea about what good blood should taste like. If you say so. Apologies, you must have so many questions. While we're on the topic, perhaps we should start with those related to sustenance. Yes, please. How much do I have to drink? Where do I get the blood? What if how much do I have to drink? I feel this hunger constantly. How much do I have to drink to make it go away? The sad reality is, it will never go away. No matter how much you drink, you will always be tempted to have more. Unless you consume someone wholly. The last job, paying for temporary relief with your life. But that is one-way road to losing your humanity, I guess. Best start by just taking a single sip from a vessel. Be prudent, hot, fresh blood will be more satiating than most anything that's served in a fancy glass. But it can make you more voracious. Okay. As how much you should have, it depends. If you are frugal, you can survive many nights without a single drink. But it's risky and will tempt the beast that is part of our course. Course? Curse. Tomorrow I shall take you hunting and we'll explore this topic further. Yeah! A hunting trip with Sophie. That'll be so fun. The blood you are having tonight should be enough to keep you happy for now. What do you mean by hunting? Yeah, actually, what do you mean by hunting? I think rifle, hounds, funny hats, hunting, or, you know, nothing of the sort. Don't be silly. We're predators, but we are civilized. We don't go shooting people in the back. Most importantly, there is a masquerade to consider. I will get back to that. And it may take many forms. There are those of us who seduce kind, up to up, including motion of intercourse, if you feel like it. Include. Oh my god. Others prefer to feed under the guise of a muggy or assault. Okay. Some have herds of retainers for the purpose of feeding. Taking from sleepers in their homes is not uncommon. Blood banks are an option to the few that can tolerate it, though they are frowned upon. Though they are what? What do you mean by that? Sorry. I mean, I'm assuming this society is extraordinarily rich, so I mean, every blood they receive is from blood banks. I mean, makes sense, don't you think so? I mean, if you are that wealthy, you just don't go hunting anymore, right? It's risky to... It exposes you if you're a vampire. You probably live so long, you're probably filthy rich at this point. Because you probably make some, money decision. And in some cases, you can even make a human friend. They'll help you with that stuff. You need to identify these opportunities and decide for yourself whether to pursue them. But make no mistake, you will have to hunt to survive. The concierge return asks for permission to intrude, which so begins with a polite smile and learns in it to a whisper in her ear. You will note that the gallery is now almost empty. I'm being told that the gallery is just about to close, but we still have quite a lot to discuss. We go to one of my apartments. My yellow bee is waiting down, so come. I mean, I'm just saying. You can have other people hunting for you. The smile she puts on makes you remember the way you felt with Latina. It's not arousing, though. More like magnetic to find hard to argue. I mean, she has the right of distraction. Even though you're still suspicious of her authority over you, her charm momentarily wins you over. Sophie leads you to the luxurious silver yeah, nice car, and invites you to sit in the back. The chauffeur abroad, shouldered, clean-shaven, middle-aged me, start driving immediately. Where do we leave off? Oh, I believe I started to tell you a bit more about our costume, and we all heard the piece referring to the relationship among the Masquerade. So guys, it's been an hour actually. I'm actually getting a little bit drained. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm sorry, it's a bit of brat. Can I save? Save the next thing, yeah. But don't worry, we are just moving to another apartment, so no worries. It's a transition sequence. I was actually wanted to stop at the end when we reach the apartment, but I see that we are having a small talk to the car. And that's it, I guess. I hope you enjoyed this first hour. It's actually quite... it's not too bad. It's quite interesting reading so far. Still curious. A lot of question mark. And what's going to happen. I hope you like this one. As usual, leave a lovely like, a lovely subscriber too, if you want to. And I will see you again very soon. For the next one. Possibly. So... Goodbye.